I did my hair like this to meet Jennifer Aniston, and I had a ton of requests to do a hair tutorial, so let's do one. And by a ton, I mean like 3 or 4. Before we start, I do want to level some expectations. This style is only going to look like this if you have face framing layers in the front. Otherwise, it's not going to look as full. With that being said, let's get started. I'm going to section my hair off into half up, half down. Ignore the greasiness, okay? I found that this style works the best if I have second or third day hair. My tool of choice is the main hot brush. However, you can use a curling iron with a clamp. I would opt for a 1.25-inch barrel. I'm gonna split this hair in half, and no matter where you're styling it on your head, you're going to roll it down like so. So your strand of hair is always going to go over the barrel, and I like to brush it down and roll it back up a few times just to get that heat distributed. And you're just gonna repeat this process. Before I take the barrel out, I just like to leave it for a second, and then I will take the strand and kind of just unwind it. I found that that mitigates the frizz the best for me, and we're just gonna keep on doing that and just repeating the same thing on the other side. Again, the hair is going over the barrel. Now if you're doing this with a curling iron, it's the same technique. The hair is going to go over the barrel, well, in between the barrel and the clamp. And I actually think using the curling iron is going to be easier, but if you have frizzier, more textured hair, I do recommend a hot brush because it's going to smooth it out a little bit more. All right, now it's time to do the top portion. I've just kind of sectioned off the bottom so I don't get it mixed up. Again, gonna section it half and half. And I personally just like to start from the back of the head and work to the front. It just makes more sense to me. Again, doing the same technique, nothing new here. And the sections that I'm taking are about 1-inch thick sections. If I do anything larger than that, it tends to get kind of tangled up in the hot brush. That is one pro of using the barrel instead. I feel like you can use larger sections and get this done quicker. And another important thing is that you really want to keep this perpendicular to your body. Try to keep the brush or the curling iron as straight as possible. And for this front piece, I like to go actually to the top and then roll it over like this. And usually I'll go over this piece like 2 or 3 times just to get it the way that I like. For the second pass, I split the section into 2, and I'm just doing a smaller piece that is more towards the center of my scalp. Gonna do the other side really quickly. All right, other side is done. I'm gonna do a quick little dry shampoo. And that is how I get this blowout look. I actually do not brush it or comb it out. Usually when I do that, it tends to fall a little bit flat. So at this point, you can do a little bit of hairspray. Also gonna do a little bit of texture spray. Yeah,